What's up, guys? C2113 here, and today is Black Friday. Now, I don't know if you guys got excited, okay, but to be honest with you, I get more excited about Black Friday than I do Turkey Day, okay? And I know for some that's sacrilege, and they say, you know what, I'm not getting out to go shopping before Thanksgiving's even over. Well, at least in this state, Massachusetts, okay, you don't have to worry about that because they got these things called blue laws, which basically means that stores can't open before 12 a.m. Friday. Okay, so even if the magazines and the ads all say, oh, our store's opening at 6 on Thanksgiving, at 3 p.m. on Thanksgiving, starting on Wednesday, well, at least for Massachusetts, you can't open before 12, which does also make it easier to sort of sleep in preparation and know that all the stores that said they'd open extra early on Friday will be open 12 a.m. But this is going to be the first in several videos that I do on certain things that I bought today. So this is going to be an ongoing series. Now, not all of these videos will be uploaded directly on Friday. Some of them might come out on Saturday or something like that. But anyway, guys, I've rambled enough. I just wanted to let you know what this is all about. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the DieHard Portable Power 1150. Okay, so this is a rechargeable power bank that also is a jump starter that has an inverter that has 2 power outlets and a USB port for charging phones, as well as a work light. And its main function really is a 1150 cranking amp jump starter. So definitely an impressive unit. I bought it at Sears on sale for $99, and I got an additional 2.5% off for using their credit card or whatever. But in the end, this is a great unit, and yeah, so let's get into the unboxing. Okay, guys, well, this being a much larger item, I can't do it as I do my traditional unboxings, so here it is on the floor. I've got the camera on the table. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. All right. But anyway, let's get this thing open. So again, this was normally like $179 on sale for $99, and I did verify that is the price. And when I saw what kind of features this thing had for the price that it was going for, I was definitely down. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know or aren't familiar with rechargeable jump packs, they're a great thing to have in your car. Okay. As a car guy, I get asked like, what's the best thing I can do to make sure that my car isn't going to get stuck somewhere. And it says at the end of the day, besides changing your oil and checking your tire pressure, okay, it's having a jump pack in your car. Because even if you're the most diligent person and you always check your battery to make sure it's in good health, you check your alternator, your charging system, you make sure there's no parasitic draw, all that stuff, you can always still forget and leave one of your lights on, okay? And that's all it takes, all right? So, and this is an all-in-one that's got all kinds of features, okay? So, it's got an inflator, got a built-in compressor to fill tires. It's got an LED light to see what you're doing. It's got a USB port to charge your phone. It's got 2 outlets that connect to an internal inverter that is capable of outputting 400 watts max. It's got it all, okay? And one of my most favorite features on a jump pack is that it has it's got the wrong polarity protection, okay? So now, even though I would say that I don't think I'd ever make the mistake of hooking up positive to negative, negative, positive, okay? I can't be sure who I lend this to. I might, see someone at the side of the road, say, hey, you need some help, I'll help them connect it, but maybe they want to do it themselves, whatever, okay? It just eliminates the chance of any serious incidents. And if you know anything about an electrical system, you know that crisscrossing here is not a good idea. So all it is really, it comes in the box, and there's nothing else besides a little padding in here, just to protect some of the ports and stuff. And then you get your little DieHard manual, and that's it. So on the packaging front, super secure. They got the box just the right size. I'm just trying to check to make sure I'm still in frame here. But yeah, so obviously it says it comes completely empty, so you need to charge it before you use it. And the way you charge this unit, of course, is it comes with basically an outlet here. Little 2 prongs come out, and all you need is a standard North American 2-pronged, or you could use 3-pronged, it'll still fit, extension cable, and you just plug it in right here. I don't actually have one here, so I'll have to find one. So I don't have one readily available. But let me get this on the table, and I'll see if I can set up the camera right, so I can at least show you some of the features. Okay, guys, so here we have it on the table. I apologize for the off angle, sort of, but that's kind of the best way I can sort of fit everything into frame and show you everything. I'll try to turn it a little bit more. That's a little better. So I was doing a little check in here, and you know how it says it's empty or it's low, it needs to be charged for 36 hours. Well, I found that a little odd, just because it is a lead-acid battery, and they do not like being discharged and left there for any amount of time. So I found it a little weird that they would actually send it really, really low. So I think that's just a precaution, because if you actually go here and you hit this battery check button, you'll see that it indicates 93% charge. Anyway, let's get into the basics. Okay, so first of all, you have your light up here, and I know it's a little bit strange that there's not a more prominent button, but here is your button. So one press, hopefully you can see that. One press gets you a solid light. Another press gets you sort of the flashing sort of hazard light, and then the last press turns it off. There's just 2 modes there. For your jump functionality, obviously you got jumper cables on either side. Clip to the back. They just hold on to these decently sturdy plastic studs in the back. I'd still be careful not to tweak them too much. They could snap. But obviously there it is. So on the front, what you want to do is you want to obviously connect your cables first to the battery, positive to positive, negative to negative, and then go ahead and turn this jump switch, which is a very positive, I can't talk today, well-designed positive engagement switch that makes it very clear that it's on or off. So turn that to on, you'll see the battery voltage here, and then you'll be good to go. And you could try jumping it or wait for it to charge a bit if the battery is really, really dead. So then, how to use your other features? Well, with this, it's a sort of a multi-function selection button. So as you saw, a single quick press gives you the battery percentage. Another press, after that, while the screen is still on, gives you the AC inverter. So you hear the fan comes on, and it's now running here. This allows you to use these 2 ports to power any AC appliances. Okay? But let's switch to the next mode, which is the compressor. So you set the PSI that you want, because it has a built-in pressure gauge, and then it will fill the tire to that pressure, and then it will shut off. So you can go ahead and do that, and then you hit on, and then it will start. Of course, I don't need that, so I hit that and it goes off. Now if I want to use USB charging, I can hold this and press it down, and now it gives me USB charging. And this, again, is separate of the functionality of this 3-way multifunction switch. And lastly, I am not 100% sure, but I am almost positive that these 12-volt power ports are sort of on all the time. They're constant 12-volt power because they are directly connected to the battery. I'm sure there's probably a fuse in there somewhere, but they are directly connected. So really, in conclusion, that's pretty much it. It's super simple. It's not confusing to use at all. I basically didn't look at the manual at all. The only time I looked at the manual was because I was a little bit confused about this. Oh, warning! It's totally dead tag on the top of the unit. But other than that, I really didn't. It was not. It's very intuitive. I'll put it to you that way. And of course, it's heavy because basically what's in here is a lead acid battery. Okay, but even with this compressor, you have a decent length of tubing here. So this is not a joke here. I mean, it's not like you're gonna be like tipping this over trying to get it to reach. So you definitely have enough to reach. And not only that, inside here is a little baggie of all the little connectors you could ever wish for. Let me look at that real quick. There we go. Yep. So there's your little baggie, so you can fill balls, basketballs and that sort of thing, footballs, whatever. That's probably what it's used for. But again, really nice. This brass air chuck at the end, or Schrader valve connector anyway, is great. A lot of times you see these made out of plastic or some really cheap crap. This is not bad, okay? So all in all, guys, okay, for the current Black Friday price, which if you're watching this, this is, you know, I don't know when you'll be watching this or when it'll get uploaded, but hopefully before this time, before 1 p.m. on the 25th, which is Black Friday, at Sears, you can get this for 99 bucks, okay? So if you ask me, this is way better than the Harbor Freight $39.99 deal for a jump pack, simply because the Harbor Freight just doesn't have nearly a number of features. And if you absolutely only need jump starting ability, then that might be the tool for you. But if you look, the Harbor Freight unit has a has a cold cranking amp rating of only 330. So again, if you have a bigger engine, that might be a problem. But in conclusion, guys, I have to say, this has only been my unboxing video, so I can't say for the functionality. I will test this at some point and hopefully upload a review, both in terms of its jumping ability and of how long it lasts, durability, if I run into any problems, etc., right? But overall impressions are really good for this thing. I mean, it's really hard to screw one of these up. It's basically a battery connected to the jumper cables and then a little bit of circuitry, like for this one, that it has the anti-incorrect polarity thing. So it will detect if you have it hooked up backwards and prevent you from frying your PCM or other electronics in your car. But other than that, my overall impressions of this are very good because it is very well built. It doesn't rattle at all. The plastic doesn't feel super cheap or brittle. And the feature set is absolutely amazing, especially for this price. I think at its original price, it was, you're paying for what you get, right? But at this price point, I honestly would say that you're competing with a lot of cheaper units out there, and it's a good deal. So anyway, guys, before 1 p.m. at your local Sears, you can get this for $99. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more. Give me some comments if you like the video or if you have any questions.